And we're live.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it says we're live. See, it says in broadcast. Live. We're rolling.
We are live.
Rolling. That says on Facebook we are live too. So we are live.
On 2 platforms?
3.
Oh,
On Twitter too.
here comes the jet. All right, guess what?
What?
Today is April the 11th
Mm-hmm.
at 4 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Yeah.
2023. All day long.
Thought you was gonna tell me something good.
That is something good.
I thought you was gonna say this time on April 11th we got our tattoo wedding rings or something.
We didn't.
No,
so that'd be a lie.
I'm just thinking of something.
April the 13th.
Yeah.
Was my daddy's birthday.
Oh, okay.
He would be 70.
Wow.
70 years old.
That's unreal.
And I tell you, not to talk about death.
Yeah.
But the weird thing about that is my daddy died when he was 49.
Yeah.
And I'm 47.
Yeah, I'm 48.
That makes it feel like a very long time ago.
Don't it, though?
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody said today is their birthday.
Happy birthday.
You went away, but happy birthday. To everybody whose birthday is today, happy birthday.
Yes.
Tomorrow, the next day, happy birthday.
Yeah, y'all go by so fast. It's
yesterday, happy birthday.
Oh, happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Hope y'all had a wonderful Easter. We did.
We did.
I'm going to tell you something. When I saw that Easter basket that your mama brought Mary Carl, my mind was already, scrambling, and I was already wondering what was in that goodie basket.
Did you get you something out?
I did get me something out.
What'd you get? M&M's?
No, I got sweet tart. I'm up.
She bought her sweet tarts.
Well, there were different sweet tarts. It was I don't know how to explain it. It was like a jelly bean sweet tart, but
I say that
anyway.
Because Mama told me
that
the only thing she was going to put in there is things that she knew she liked.
Well,
Mary Carl likes Smarties, but not necessarily sweet tarts.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Smarties, but sweet tarts. And I saw them, and I was like, why in the world did you? So I had to open them.
Well, you should have just.
Because I had to play it off. I opened them up. I wanted them. And I was like, Mary Carl, come check out these sweet tart candies.
Did she try them?
Yeah.
Did she like them?
She didn't care for it too much, which is bad news for me. Because I will eat that whole bag. I will sit down and eat that whole bag. But I've been very good. I ration me one out a day.
One sweet tart.
The bag's still there.
I've never seen the bag.
It's in the Easter basket.
But
and she also had something else that was good that she didn't like.
What?
And I'm not a big fan.
It better not have been peanut M&Ms, because that's what I like.
No. I'm not a big fan of Peeps.
Okay.
But these were
Peeps.
Sour watermelon Peeps.
You can have them.
I found myself liking them.
But you know what I like?
What?
I like regular Peeps.
Do you?
So it occurred to me, and I haven't done this, so maybe I shouldn't even talk about it. And they're probably all gone.
No, they're still in there.
No, at the store.
Oh, the Peeps.
Yes.
Oh.
So it occurred to me that after Easter, all the candy goes on sale.
Right.
So my mind is racked. I'm just.
Don't get it.
Listen.
Don't get
so
it.
It's going through my mind thinking you can only get Peeps at Easter.
Yeah.
Right? Mary Carl likes them. I like them. But we don't like them like every day. We just like to have them when you want a Peep.
Yeah.
But they don't have them in the store year round. So I thought about something.
What's that?
I thought about when they go on sale to buy a whole bunch of them and freeze dry them.
I bet they were. Me and Mary Carl talked about freeze drying the Peeps.
Yes, and I know.
They're going to be like a giant Lucky Charms marshmallow.
Well,
that's my opinion.
I thought that they would shrink up.
Yeah.
Because it seems that everything shrinks up, right?
Not everything. Candy don't seem to, it seems like.
Well, candy seems to swell.
Swell up.
Most of it.
Yeah.
But the Peeps seem to maintain their size.
Oh, really?
So I didn't go and buy. Somebody said freeze dried Peeps are awesome.
There we go.
I didn't go buy any, and I'm betting you that all the yellow ones are gone. That's the only ones Mary Carl and I like.
Maybe so.
But I could freeze dry you some of the Hawaiian punch ones. Is that what they were?
Sour watermelon.
Sour watermelon.
I don't need them. And that's the thing about sweet tarts. I don't I don't look at them. I don't buy them or anything. I tell you, the giant ones.
I thought that's what you were going to say.
No, it's not what I was gonna
I
say.
never saw them.
Yeah, it's in a bag.
But
I
you know,
got
I'm
it.
just not a candy person.
I know.
So I didn't even look.
I got soft spots for some, and the giant sweet tarts are like my favorite, but I can't eat them. I can't. It makes me jittery, and I'll eat too many of them, and I'll get a cavity, and I can't eat them. I can't eat them, so I stay away from them. Every now and then, I will reward myself for something.
If I go in a convenience store, which
Yeah.
is not very often,
Yeah.
but if we're out of town,
Yeah.
need to run in to go to the restroom, something like that, I try to come out with a surprise for my family. And I always go for a Reese's for Mary Carl,
Yeah.
a Reese cup.
Yeah.
And I get you the large sweet tarts and a thing of some sort of juice.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
That's the truth.
Mary Carl doesn't, ever since we had that C word, Mary Carl, she never really has drank a lot of, I'm going to say it, pop.
Yeah.
Soda.
Coke.
We
Mhm.
call it Coke. Everything's Coke. But if she liked one more than others, it would be Coke, more so than others. But ever since we had that C word, she can't drink it anymore. She says it doesn't taste right.
Doesn't taste right anymore.
I love it, but I do not drink it.
Try to stay away from it.
I drink 95% water.
Mm-hmm.
And you do too. And she does too. But I just found it odd how her taste
Has
for
changed.
Coca-Cola
It's changed.
has changed.
Yeah.
And she can't drink it anymore.
It's crazy.
I mean, literally, if she tastes it, that's nasty. Whereas before,
she liked it.
she liked it.
It's crazy.
So,
So I hope everybody had a happy Easter, and I hope y'all stay away from the dentist.
and we didn't mean to get off on the Peep subject.
Oh, that's what I like about our lives.
It's just random.
It is. I think that's what people like.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people. I just saw somebody said the Dollar Tree has got Peeps on sale, and they got just
Yellow
lots
ones,
of them. Yep.
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, not the Dollar General.
We have a Dollar Tree, but I've never been in it.
No, and we got a Dollar General every quarter mile. I think that's like that across the South. I don't know. I don't know if there's a line where Dollar Generals stop, but Dollar Generals are everywhere down here in the South. I don't care if you're in Georgia. I don't care if you're in Florida. I don't care if you're in Alabama. We ain't going to Mississippi, Louisiana.
We've been to Oklahoma, and I don't remember seeing
I don't remember
it.
seeing the Dollar
But not to
General.
say they're not there.
They're everywhere. I love sweet tea too. I love sweet tea, Betsy. Oh my gracious.
Love sweet tea.
Oh my gracious.
But
I've been trying to stay away from it.
Catherine at G&G said that Dollar Tree's now $1.25. Everything used to be $1, but they've gone up to $1.25.
Oh man.
So if the Peeps are $1.25,
Yeah.
I wonder what they're on sale for. Because I might leave this live and go get some Peeps.
I don't know what they're on sale for.
If I do, I'll video it.
All
How's
right.
that?
That'll work.
Because I'm going to video going to the Dollar Tree, getting the Peeps,
Yeah.
and putting them in the freeze dryer and eating them.
See how they go.
Sorry, folks.
We'll eat them on the
I
line.
want to know what they're like. I want to know if they're crunchy.
Yeah,
if
me
they're
too.
soft, if they're, like a marshmallow. When Mary Carl was young,
Yeah.
she has never ate cereal.
No, yeah.
She's never ate cereal.
Right.
The only thing that she'll eat is maybe Cheerios or Rice Krispies.
Mm-hmm.
No sugar cereal. And that's not because we don't let her. It's just because she doesn't like it. Laughing at Holly. Holly said give her some love.
Oh my gracious.
But she did request that I buy Lucky Charm cereal. And it wasn't for the cereal. It was for the marshmallows.
Yeah.
So one time I thought that I was going to do the right thing.
Yep.
And I ordered a whole bag of just the marshmallows on Amazon.
Yeah.
But Mama, they don't taste the same.
That's weird.
And I would tell her, Mary Carl, I am not paying $4 for this box of cereal for you to eat the marshmallows out of.
Oh me.
And for me to have to eat that sugary cereal.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would do. I knew it was a mistake leaving the windows open. Our little Gidget's gonna.
Yeah,
us
I
know.
may have to close them. It's one of those days where you want to raise the windows.
I was cutting grass up until this live. So
Yeah.
if you see a little dirt on me somewhere, don't worry about it.
It's a beautiful day.
It is.
It's a beautiful spring day. And-
It was almost cool this morning, and now I don't know how I made it through my grass cut with my long sleeve shirt on.
Yeah, it was 40s this morning.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Holly's
Dollar General, Mississippi, Dollar General's in Kentucky. I saw that.
Well,
Maybe-
that's still the South, though.
I still can say it.
I want
California.
to know about.
North Carolina's got Dollar Generals.
I want to know about New York. So, Miss Wanda, do you have Dollar Generals in New York? I
Miss
saw her
Wanda,
name come up.
Did you?
Yeah.
She knows who we're talking about.
Yep, Miss Wanda in New York. Do you have Dollar Generals? Come on, Miss Wanda.
She'll let you know.
She will.
But while that's going on, because we're getting down to the nitty gritty, we're 11 days from the big meet and greet
Oh, yeah.
at Petals from the Past.
It kind of snuck up on me.
11
All right.
days.
Some, but they're not popular in New York.
Wow.
Some Dollar
They
Generals.
popular here. Good gracious alive.
They
are
are very popular.
Woo! Man,
They had a fire down here at our local
they
one.
did.
And that's like my mama's grocery store.
She loves it.
She really doesn't go to the
Yeah.
grocery store. She goes to Dollar General. And they had a fire, and so they had to close down for a little bit. And Mama said, I sure will be glad when that Dollar General gets back open. And that's really the only one she knows how to get to because, you know, she doesn't drive a whole lot. She doesn't go a whole lot unless she's with us. And I thought to myself, well, I'm not even going to tell her how to get to the next one. But there's another one about 5 more miles down the road.
They're everywhere. Somebody just said Kansas has some, but they're starting to explode. Yeah, they're everywhere here.
Worldwide.
They are everywhere.
Well, I shouldn't say worldwide, nationwide. So I
Yeah.
interrupted you. We're 11 days away.
11 days away from the meet and greet at Petals from the Past in Jemison, Alabama, and that is on April the 22nd. And I don't know if I've done this, but I want to read off all the YouTube channels.
Are you sure you got them all
Yeah,
right?
I got 'em.
Okay.
All the YouTube channels that'll be there, because I bet there's some on here that some other people watch and may not know they're there.
That's all right.
So it's going to be us. We'll be there.
You think? We're gonna be there.
We should be there. Unless
We gonna-
something crazy happens.
We gonna be there.
Unless our house gets hit by
Oh,
aliens.
shush.
So it is us, and it's a completely free event. So it'll be us. It'll be Just Dig It Farms,
Which is Tracy and Jean,
Chestnut Hill Farmstead,
Nick and Zoe and
Head
Farmer Rick.
Family Farm, Big Family Small Farm, Perry Hill Farms, Finally Home in Bama, Sneed's Farmhouse Sanctuary,
Miss Judy.
A&W Mini Farm, Little Cahaba Junkin, and Simply Lake and Lace. So that's everybody. It's
All
11.
right.
It's 11 people, and it's 11 days till
11 people.
11
days
YouTube
till.
channels. 11 YouTube channels.
That's right.
And 11 days till the event at Petals.
Well, I had a thought this morning, and that was that last year, the timing kind of snuck up on us because it started at 9. We got there at 8:30. When we got there at 8:30, there were already people there.
Yeah.
Well, I just didn't imagine that there would be many people at the meet and greet in Jemison.
And I kind of feel the same way about this one, but Jacqueline says, and Tracy and everybody else seems to think I don't know. I just the way I feel. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you what I do know.
What's that?
That last year we literally hopped out of the car and started talking to people
Yes.
and didn't stop talking until
Oh gosh, it was 5:30.
I don't know.
It
It
was
was time to eat dinner.
Yeah.
And we stood up the whole time
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't have any lunch except for our wonderful friends that brought us a little something.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking today that I'm going to go ahead and get my fold-up chairs and put them in my car
Yeah.
so I don't forget them.
So you can have somewhere to sit.
I don't mind standing up.
No.
I don't mind standing up, and I love to talk, as y'all know. But I do need a chair.
You know, we also ought to bring
What?
a mini cooler.
What we going to put in it?
Water.
Coke!
Coke. Yeah.
That's what you were going to
That's what
say.
I was going to say. I don't know why.
Well, I didn't know if we were going to pack our lunch and put it in the cooler or what.
No, I think we'll put us some. Well, we can put something in the cooler.
Yeah.
Just something that stays cold, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my blood sugar levels start dropping. I'm not a diabetic or anything,
Yeah.
but I get weak after
Right.
so long without something to eat. And that was my problem last year. Finally, I just started eating in front of somebody. somebody brought us something to eat, and I'm and I felt kind of guilty, but it comes a time when you got to eat. So I wondered if we ought to it's not going to stop the line. Designate time to eat. I don't need but 4 minutes.
Well, that was our first one, and like I said one time before, we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
And so
but if
Tracy's the head of this thing at Just Dig It Farms, and she's heading it all up, and she says that there will somehow or another they're going to let us take a little break to eat.
4 minutes is all we need. 4 minutes.
That's about right.
And
that's about right.
4 minutes.
Yeah.
Is, I don't feel comfortable with a mouthful trying to talk to y'all.
And I will say this, and this is how we are. We will sit there as long as that line's there and people want to see us. We will sit there and meet every single person there if it goes on to 11:30 that night.
Yes.
We will.
That's the truth. So
we will. And if anybody's been to any event or met us, they'll tell you that. We will shake and hug everybody.
We're gonna shake them.
We'll shake them.
We're gonna shake all y'all around. Let y'all know what's going on.
Shake their hand.
That's right. Shake their hand.
Oh,
so
man.
hope y'all are looking forward to it, because we sure are.
Yes.
Hope the weather cooperates, because April is known in Alabama to be.
It is, but if it's a day like this,
oh man, it'll be awesome.
It was hot last year.
It started out a little cool.
Was it like this then?
I felt sorry for the people that were standing in the sun.
We kept trying to move. Me and you kept moving.
But there wasn't enough.
Well, the line was so big.
I have a feeling it's going to be better this year.
Yeah, we learned. Everybody learned from their mistakes. So.
That's right.
Yep.
So
we did.
No, Holly's not gonna come. It's just too much for us to try to keep up with and meet all you guys and
try to watch her.
Yeah.
We talked about bringing her earlier.
We did, but that was before she could, we've now graduated to where Holly can stay in the house or in the backyard.
Yes.
Without any separation anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
So thankfully we had that all under control before now.
Yes. Or she would be going.
Would be going because
we'd have to stop.
Well,
I would have to go check on her and come back.
And it would be rude to interrupt.
Be rude. Egyptian goose.
Okay. Yeah. Is your list over?
No, I got all kinds of stuff. I just got little notes here.
I haven't got mine out yet.
You ain't got your list out yet? Do you need your readers? No. Or did you write big enough where you can see it?
It's sloppy enough where nobody can see it but me.
So
you sound like Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I noticed something on Netflix this week.
What?
And I don't know if Mary Carl want to watch it or not.
What?
But Smokey and the Bandit is
gracious.
On Netflix. Is that right? Netflix. That doesn't sound right. Why does that sound odd?
I don't know. Because that's what it's called.
Anyways, Smokey and the Bandit's on Netflix. I don't know how long it's going to be on there for.
You better watch it tonight. Then,
that was my most favorite movie ever as a kid.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I really don't.
Oh my gracious. Well, maybe you and Mary Carl need to watch it with me.
I mean, Mary Carl can be all yours.
I don't know if she would like it or not. I don't know if she would like it. What's she barking at?
Well, Jason, it really could be anything.
It could be anything.
It could just be the wind.
But Smokey and Bandit's on. I remember playing Smokey and the Bandit. That was my dream car, was that black Firebird with the gold eagle on the hood. I could still drive that car today. Well, I could drive that car right now everywhere.
So I didn't have...
As my daily driver. Go ahead.
I'm your daily driver. I drive you.
Well, would you drive it? No.
I know what the car looks like, and let me tell you how
You could be my Sally Field,
Listen.
And I could be the Bandit. I can get me a cowboy hat and a red shirt.
So I'd rather just tell you how I know about the car.
How?
Because I collected Matchbox cars.
Oh, and you had it.
And I had it, and that probably means I still have it.
I bet we did.
Because I never parted with any of my Matchbox cars.
Did you have the Duke Boys cars too?
Yes. And the doors lifted up.
I had the Fall Guy truck.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep. Had them all.
The 18 van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
I mean, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But I love Smokey and the Bandit.
Well,
When the second one came out, Smokey and the Bandit
I didn't know
2.
there was a second.
Oh
one.
yeah, they came out with a kids. It was a toy set, and it had snowmans. It had his 18-wheeler, which had the painted side. It was beautiful. It was a western scene on the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Had his, and there was an elephant who was a character in the second one.
An elephant.
Yeah, and so the elephant was a part of it, and then you got the car, the elephant, and the 18-wheeler.
Well, you can start the movie.
Yeah.
And about, I guess, 15 minutes into it, you'll know if she likes it or not.
I guess so.
Will she tell you that?
I don't know. Yeah, she would tell me. She'd tell me. She would tell me. It's been so long since I've seen it. But you know what? I'm a very sensitive person.
Okay.
And
what does that have to do with Smokey and the Bandit?
well, I used to feel so sorry for the sheriff's son because he got picked on by his daddy in the movie a lot. And that's the only thing that it was supposed to be funny, and it was funny, but it would
yeah, that's not nice.
But the movie's awesome. I love the movie. Love it.
Well, you better watch it before it goes off because you know how those things
I know
are.
it's been a while since I've seen it. It has been a while. Somebody said that they think Mary Carl would like Smokey and the Bandit. I think so too.
Well, we're gonna
I
find
double checked.
out.
It was rated PG, which I knew it had to be because I watched it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and stuff now that's rated PG, really, it probably shouldn't be PG.
Oh yeah. So I don't even think anything is rated PG now.
I don't think so
PG.
either. Well, it doesn't need to be.
No, there is Jackie Gleason is awesome in that movie. There's a whole array of movies, and I'm thinking about it. Is Cannonball Run? That was the other one I liked.
Let's see, baby.
Had the same characters pretty much in it. But anyways, I'll get off on that tangent. I was going to say something. Oh, Smokey and the Bandit. Here's the funny thing about Smokey and the Bandit. That's funny today.
Okay.
It wouldn't been back then.
Okay.
Was that the whole premise of the movie is they're bootlegging Coors beer to the east.
Okay.
Because it's popular in the west.
Okay.
But the eastern side of the country didn't have Coors beer.
Uh-huh.
And so that's the whole premise of the movie.
So how's that?
That's one of the songs, East, Out, and Bound.
But what's that got to do with today?
Because you can buy Coors beer anywhere.
Yeah.
I got to shut that window.
That's my little precious little. You could just bring her out here.
Oh, goodness.
My precious little Gidget. She, when I was cutting grass, and when I drove the lawnmower up to the house, but right before the live, I thought to myself, oh my, he must not have thought very well about opening those windows to do a live with Gidget in the house. I knew what was going to happen. She's got a little, she don't bite, but she sure does bark a lot. She's all bark and no bite, isn't she?
That's all she is.
So let me tell you what I did last night. Gidget sleeps in a crate every night. Because Gidget needs her rest. No other dog that we have sleeps in a crate, but Gidget does.
Yeah.
So it's just every night around 9 o'clock, I guess it is, Gidget comes to me and she's ready to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants to go in her crate. And so it was 9 o'clock and she was ready to go to bed. And so I went and I put her in her crate, and I've got this crate cover. So when I put her in the crate, I shut the little, it's like a cloth thing. It goes over the top of it. So put Gidget in, give her bone, shut the door, put the thing down. I go get her. As soon as I wake up first thing in the morning, the first thing I do is go get Gidget out of her crate and take her out back to go TT. So I opened the crate this morning, and out comes Gidget, and in the back of the crate was Dixie. And for some reason, last night, I don't know why, the crate was open. It's got a dog bed in the bottom of it. Nobody else's video is breaking up, so it must be your internet connection.
And nobody else has said anything.
So Dixie comes walking out.
Yeah.
And the crate stays open during the day. That, if they want to rest in there, then they rest in there. Anybody gets in there. I had no idea Dixie was in the back of that crate when I shut the door. So Dixie and Gidget slept together all night. Yeah. Of course, all was good. You
Yeah.
know, they get along fine. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
But
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it was quite a shock to see that I had shut 2 dogs up in one crate.
That's
Dixie came out like, "Why you shut me up in the crate?" All right.
your Victorian Crown pigeons.
No egg, y'all.
No egg.
No egg. And
I think they've gone on strike.
well, as I was filling up waters today and yesterday and the day before, she sits on the nest, but she gets back down.
It's interesting.
So I don't know what's going on, but who's Gidget? Gidget's my Pomeranian.
Yes.
She's a little 10-pound yapping dog that you heard barking
That lives in the house.
that lives in the house and goes crazy if she gets loose outside. So we have to have a fenced-in backyard. And she who's Dixie? Dixie's a Shizu.
That's the other. She's our oldest dog, and
She's old and she's just, I don't know. I wouldn't say temperamental. She's just old.
Yeah.
Her teeth are not good.
And she stays in the house, and
She stays in
she likes to hang out in the doggy room a lot, and so you just kind of don't see her that often.
Yeah.
Which I don't video much in the house either.
No.
That's one thing.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
We live in our house.
Which, because we're outside
We're outside people, so
95% of the time. The only time we come in is when it starts getting dark and
yeah,
they eat.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But yeah, Dixie. I mean, she goes in and out. She's just an old lady. She's our oldest dog here right now.
Yes, she's the oldest dog
I had to
here.
think about that for a second, but
Yep.
yeah, Dixie's 12.
Yes.
12 years old. She'll be 13 in August. Isn't that right?
That's right. And for those that don't know the story behind Dixie. So Mary Carl was
2
years old.
Well, so that means Dixie is gonna be
12.
12
Yeah.
in August.
And she was right on the verge of learning how to use the potty,
The big people.
the big people potty. And so we enticed Mary Carl because she wanted Dixie. And it was a friend of ours who raises Shih Tzus. And, Dixie was a puppy. And so we said, we will get you Dixie if you will learn to use the potty.
And
Y'all, that was it.
I wouldn't do that again this day because I kind of don't believe in, rewarding a kid for teaching him on the potty, but it worked out because
I mean, it was it. It was the day we got that dog, she started just like a switch.
Yeah, it was. And Dixie, she would ride in the car. She would do everything we did for the longest time. But then she kind of got to where I don't know, I guess she got older.
She's getting older, yeah.
And she decided she didn't necessarily want to ride around so much. But Dixie's one of those dogs that will kill birds.
She will.
So we have to be very careful. Gidget gets out. She goes crazy. She runs loose.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't kill things. Now, Dixie, if she gets out, she's gone. And she's going to kill a bird. So we have to be very careful.
Right.
Who is the guy wearing the hat? What does that mean? Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Had a little spam.
All right. So a lot of people are asking about the pond. The pond level's been kind of where it's been for about a few weeks now.
Yeah, I think that may mean that the ground is getting more saturated.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. We've had rain, but we haven't had that much rain. We've had these days where it'll rain for a lot that one day in that one short period of time, and then it goes 5 days, 6 days with no rain.
Right.
And it's happening again.
Yeah, Thursday
we're going to have another rain. But I will say this, that the pond did drop a good bit.
Yeah, it did.
In March, because we had some big rain in March, but then it went several weeks with not much there.
Yeah, and everybody that has a runoff pond, which is what ours is, tells us that when we don't have steady rain, that their level drops. And when we do have steady rain, that it maintains that level. So what we're going to see, it seems like, is in the wintertime, when it's our rainy season, we'll see our pond get filled up. But in the summertime, hopefully we can figure out a way to supplemental, fill that water level once it gets filled up so we can maintain it. It's just a matter of, we have such an elevation from that stream to our pond.
Yeah.
And the ram pump is not going to work.
Well, yeah, you said it was going to work, and then we got somebody else to look at it, and they said they don't think it's going to work, or it would work, but I'm going to have probably 100 foot of PVC pipe all the way down the creek to get it to enough head pressure. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. Now, we did meet with the people we got the hay from, and they got the same exact soil setup we got, and they got a pond just like ours. And so they've had a little issue of keeping it filled because our soil soaks water up so much. And they said that we can get bentonite clay. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he's going to do on his. So I may let him be the guinea pig.
Well, he's done it one time.
Oh, he has?
Yeah. He got a load. Yeah. He got one load.
But it wasn't enough?
It wasn't enough.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I don't want to get into. I don't want to get into, putting a load in and nothing happening and then having to buy more and buy more and buy more.
Right.
I don't want to do that. I just want it to soak up,
I agree. So right now, though, I will say this. It is holding better than it has.
It is.
And Tanya, our beekeeper, they got the runoff pond too. Mm-hmm. And she's told us time and time again, it took theirs 2 years.
Yes. And Greg told us when he built that pond, he said, no, this ain't going to be nothing quick.
Yeah, because the ground's got to get saturated.
The ground's got to get saturated. And, I at first, I was kind of getting frustrated because I was like, this pond is not going to hold water. But everybody we've talked to says you've got to get the ground saturated. Yep. That if the water table does not get to where it can hold water, and now I understand it.
Yeah.
Then it's the level's going to constantly drop until the ground gets saturated. So, oh my gracious. Somebody said we need some ranch flavored Peeps. I was thinking earlier, I am so thankful we don't have to eat that ranch ice cream on this live.
That is hilarious. I bet they got ranch flavored
I bet they
Peeps.
do too. Please don't send us any. Please don't. We appreciate y'all, but please don't.
That is so funny. Oh my gracious. Oh.
Ranch flavored Peeps.
Yep.
It.
So that's the situation with the pond, and we'll play it by ear. If we think we need to do something different, we'll do something.
Yeah, I mean, and we even there's been somebody said it looked like rain. No, blue sky. It may just look like that.
Yeah.
I mean, there was somebody that came down here and moved tiny house. He said 100 horsepower tractor, and you'd fill that pond up in a day.
Right.
Yeah, it'd fill it up, but the ground's not saturated, so it's going to go right back out.
Down. Yep.
And that's what it's going to take. Just numerous times of filling up and draining out, filling up and draining out.
We'll figure it out. Bacon flavor Peeps. Oh my gracious.
Dr. Pepper Peeps. Now we're talking.
I bet Lester's got some Dr. Pepper.
I bet he does too. Somebody want to know if that's a new shirt. Nope, not a new shirt.
It's not. This is one of my very older designs here. But yeah, it's not a new shirt.
It's on our website if you're interested. Coghillfarm.com.
Yep. Yeah, I that is crazy. Ranch is an American thing. You don't see ranch dressing kind of anywhere else.
Speaking of ranch, what are you having for dinner tonight, Jason?
I'm having hot wings.
Mary Carl and I are going to have dry lima beans and cornbread. Speaking of that, I should have already cooked them, and I forgot. And Jason's going to have air fried hot wings. So if you've never had air fried hot wings,
they're delicious.
It's good. It's good, and it's so easy because there's no cleanup. And I also figured out that I can bake the French fries in the oven at the same time that the wings are cooking.
There you go.
And Jason can have wings with his fries instead of 20 minutes later.
That'll work.
Right.
That'll work. Barn.
Woohoo!
Barn.
Y'all, I'm giddy with excitement.
Video coming out tomorrow.
Yes.
They started. Day one construction will be in the video tomorrow.
That's right.
Yeah.
I am so excited to see this barn build take shape. Read a lot of comments that you guys think it's a long way from our house. It's no further
It's
than our
not.
other barn was at our other house. And guess what? It's the only place on our property we could put the barn.
It is.
Where we could have animals in big pastures.
Right. That's right.
Otherwise, they would be in little tiny squares, kind of like they, well, it's not tiny, but little squares like they are now. Now, where the barn is, we can pasture fence all the way around, move animals around.
Yeah, it's going to be way better for the animals. They'll have way much more room than they will on this side. And that's the reason why the barn is going over there.
Versus over here.
Yep.
This is going to be gardens on this side, this entire side of the driveway. And that entire side is going to be animals.
Right.
And there's not going to be any trouble with predators because we have Big Rocky and Big Bandit that are going to live. What?
That's who I need to watch Smokey and the Bandit with. It's Bandit. That's why we named him Bandit.
Well, it is, but I need to watch Rocky with my Rocky because he's a fighter, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm so excited about this barn. Y'all, I just cannot wait to have... We won't have porta huts for our shelters for our goats anymore. They'll be in, an area where they can go in stalls. Peaches is not gonna be. She's gonna be back to her old way of life, which was sleeping on a cot.
Right.
It's just so many things to look forward to.
So many things to look forward to.
And there was so many people when we first moved here that said, "Y'all, you left that beautiful place with those beautiful magical looking buildings and such as that." We're about to be back to that.
Yeah.
We're about to get rid of these modern looking shelters. We had to have something like that. We made a move.
We did.
And we couldn't build shelters for animals and then turn around and build a barn. It just wasn't possible. So these were temporary.
Right.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Not to say we won't use those things.
Right.
I mean, we may have them out there where they don't have to walk all the way over or anything like that.
Well, they could have shade in the middle of the pasture or something like that.
Right.
But it doesn't mean that it's going to look out my front door and see a porta hut.
Exactly. Exactly. Because I even thought about, we could build little shelters throughout the,
That could be for our sheep.
What's that?
The porta huts.
Yeah, that's right.
We can make it cute over here in the fruit orchard and let a vine grow on it that the sheep won't eat.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Getting it figured out.
I knew it was going to come together at some point.
Oh, man. Getting it figured out. Oh, man. But the barn is, they're rocking and rolling. They are rocking and rolling on the barn. So day one will be in the video tomorrow. And so y'all just stay tuned because they'll probably be in a little series until the barn's done, unless something happens in between.
Yeah. We do have rain coming Thursday, so that's gonna.
And Brant knows that, so he's not gonna work on Thursday.
Right, and so that's gonna slow things down. But hey, that's okay. There are other things happening here that will get done on that rainy day.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see here.
Hey, Hollybug.
I thought she was done, but she's not. She just wanted to come say hey, everybody.
It's not the end yet. You only come at the end, remember?
Oh, man.
Oh,
goodness.
She's so sweet.
She is sweet now.
All right, so what else is going on?
What else is going on? Oh, let's see. I was looking at the videos and baby. Oh no.
Get down.
We got the barn build was one, or the barn was here. Prepping the garden was the other one. And I want to say this. Had so many people, and I'm probably gonna put this in the in a video too, because not everybody watches the lives. But it's one of those things where you call something, and people say, no, that's not what that is. Right. This is it. And so that I call it a plow, or it can be a row maker, whatever you call it, that Granddaddy gave me, that he used behind the Ford tractor. Now, had so many people say that is a cultivator. I'm using it wrong. That's a cultivator. I'm not using it wrong. And it doesn't have cultivator attachments on it. The ends come off. And so right now it's got plow attachments on it that heal up HILL the dirt, because that's how Granddaddy used it.
Yeah, and your 100-year-old Granddaddy told you this.
Told me that. So I just want to let the people know that I'm not using it wrong, and it does have the cultivator, so I could take those ends off and put the cultivator ends
And
on
it will
there,
dig a little.
and then it would dig like a cultivator would. So I think they just see that spring-looking thing, and it looks like a cultivator, and they didn't see the ends. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's a row. I call it a row maker. Sometimes I'll call it.
Well,
a
that's what you're
plow, but
using
yeah.
it for.
I'm using it to make rows with.
Which is what your granddaddy
It's
did.
what Granddaddy did with it.
And the tractor is not running, but and that's only because you haven't had
I
time.
haven't had time to work on it, and
It's in the garage. Though.
It's back in the garage, and I think some people got confused and thought I was getting rid of the tractor, but I'm not getting rid of the tractor.
No.
I just meant that I had come to my wit's end, and I didn't know what else to do to it.
Yeah.
And that I was.
But
going
you
to have
got something
somebody,
new in mind.
Yeah, I got several people that reached out to me, and somebody I know said, "Hey, do this. This is what it is." And so I haven't had time to take the carburetor off and take it apart and check the needle and seat and the float. I haven't had time to do that yet.
Well,
so
unfortunately, there's just not enough hours in the day.
It's not.
And as we got finished with lunch today, I looked at my watch and I said, it's 1 o'clock and I hadn't gotten one thing done today.
That's what it felt like, yeah.
Not one thing that I needed to get done. We see you, baby.
You see her looking?
We see you. We had not accomplished one thing that we needed to get done. The old farm truck, the gentleman's still working on it. Jason has a list of parts that he has got to get ordered.
It's my fault.
He had a reminder the other night.
My fault.
Set to order the parts, and we weren't home when the reminder went off.
Yes.
We had a fun day that day, and he wasn't sitting in front of the computer, so he didn't get the parts ordered.
Yep.
But hey, that's just there's not enough hours in the day.
Not enough hours in the day. I was fixing to say something, dadgummit.
Something about the truck, the tractor, Granddaddy.
The truck. Somebody asked a question, and I was fixing to say, and I can't think of what it was now. Yeah, man. That's why I should write it down. I should write it down.
Well,
Cheese is doing good.
Cheese is doing well.
Yep.
Lola is doing okay.
Yep.
We need to do an update on Lola.
Yes, we'll do an update on Lola.
I shouldn't spill the beans, but Lola's not as big as the rest of the chicks.
She's not.
She's not as big as the rest of the chicks. And I think after you guys see her, then you'll realize, she's not as healthy as the rest of them.
She's not.
But that's something that we're going to try to work with, and we're going to try to let her live her life to the fullest. Been on Marketplace lately, bro. Every day of my life. Every day.
What's that saying? Does a bear poop in the woods?
Yep.
DNA on the dogs.
No, it's not back yet, but I received I think I told y'all that.
Yeah.
That it said 1 to 3 weeks, and our last live the day after, which was Wednesday, was a week mark. So that means tomorrow will be the 2-week mark, and it's between 1 and 3 weeks. So hopefully soon. I can't do anything about it, unfortunately, to speed the process up. But it's going. She's going to protect the chickens. Hopefully so.
Hopefully so.
Hopefully she's going to protect the chickens.
Don't get up there, Holly.
She's okay.
I can see her tensing up like she's fixing to go.
She's not going to jump. She's not going to jump.
We're trying to teach her not to jump.
I guess it's time for me to pull out my handy dandy list.
Trying to teach her not to jump.
Tell y'all what's going on in my life.
What about your bee video? Speaking of videos, I'll not say this, but we're thinking about maybe increasing some videos on your channel.
Well, that is if people would want to watch it.
Yes.
When I did the Instapot boiling the eggs, I mentioned in there that if you guys wanted to see more Instapot going on, then I Instapot just about every day of my life, and I'd be glad to share that with you. And y'all all said yes. But guess what? I've had more content on my mind than we've been able to edit.
Right.
So I feel like I need to put out what's I don't know. I feel like I need to Instapot when I don't have something else on my mind. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But if we do decide to do more videos on my channel, then I can spread the love out.
Yeah.
And I can get my ideas that I got in my head plus some Instapot. But it probably doesn't need to start until May, maybe.
That's what I think, because we got some stuff going on, and then I think May would be a good starting point.
Yeah, but if it's something you guys are interested in, it's easy for Jason to edit my videos.
Yes.
So he was talking about maybe making another video on his channel, and I told him to forget that because his are harder to edit than mine. I can just talk.
Yeah.
I can just put it out there. If y'all want to watch me mumble, then I'll put it out there. But I think I can do 3 videos a week.
I think you can do 3 videos a week too.
I think I can.
And that would bring us up as a whole 6 videos a week.
6 videos a week.
And then the live. So that would have all 7 days covered, I think.
I never thought that I would say that I enjoy picking up the camera and recording. I never thought I would be comfortable enough to do that.
Yeah. No. Sorry. I'm trying to train Holly. She doesn't need to jump on people.
I am comfortable enough. So if you guys want to watch me, then I'm going to make that content and we're going to push it.
Come on, baby. You're going to knock the computer down.
Come
on. Sorry, guys. Come on, Holly. You need a backup alarm, Holly. Beep, beep.
So I want to tell y'all a funny.
Go.
So where we live in Chilton County, we have 3 grocery stores. We have one that's, gosh, I don't even want to say the name of it because I won't be saying Save More. Isn't that what it's called? Associated Foods. Save More. Okay. So you got that one. And then you have Walmart. And then we have Winn-Dixie. Well, I tend to find myself doing Walmart. Not because I have any affiliation with Walmart, but because they do a pickup. So it's easy for us as a family to have that app and go on the Walmart app and add what we need personally.
Yeah.
So we give A, which is ALEXA, our shopping list. I add to that, and then Jason gets the app, Mary Crawler gets that. We all tell him, what we need. I did this big grocery order. I did all these recipes where we would have food for the week. This was probably the biggest order I have placed since we've lived in this house. Because I just went through everything.
Yeah.
2 weeks we had been working on this grocery list.
Yeah.
Literally.
I know where you're going now.
So I set the pickup.
Oh, me.
When we started this order. So you know how long that had been. I set the pickup for 8 o'clock at night, 7 to 8. I think it was 7. Yeah, it was 7 to 8. Jason was editing, which is a great time for me to go and get groceries. Doesn't take time away from us. Mary Carl likes to go and get her ice cream cone, whatever. So I get there and I check in. I check in before I leave the house. So that way they know that I'm coming. I park in my parking spot. I'm in parking spot number 1 and I'm in a green car, a green Subaru.
Mm-hmm.
The person comes up to my window and they said, "Do you have a pickup?" Well, my initial thought was, would I be parked in this spot if I didn't have a pickup?
Right.
But I'm not a smart aleck, so
Right.
I'm just thinking that. I said, "Yes." "What is your name?" "Brooke Smith." "I don't have anything for you." I'm like, okay. "I'll be right back." He comes back. "Is there another name it could be under?" "No, my name's Brooke Smith. It's under Brooke Smith." "Let me see your app." So I pull up my app. I just don't see where you placed an order. I said, "Here it is right here. It says my pickup time 7 to 8. "Okay, I see that, but I don't see you in my system." I said, "You got to have me in your system because, they told me the order was ready and I came to pick it up." Y'all, let me tell you what happened. Well, we have been having some problems with our app. You might want to check and make sure that this is the location that you need to pick it up. I look on it. Calera, Alabama.
Which is an hour away from us.
I have never been to the Walmart in Calera, Alabama.
Right. That's right.
I said, how did my order get to Calera, Alabama? They said, we've been having some problems with our app. Some people are telling us that their order's in Ohio.
G&G said hers was in Douglasville, Georgia.
Well, let me tell you something, Catherine. That was the same time, obviously, that was happening to me.
Yeah.
I could not believe that my order, my mama rode with us.
Yeah.
Mary Carl went with us.
Yeah.
And my mouth is in. So Mary Carl looks at me and she said, Mama, let's just go to Clear and pick up the order.
Yeah.
I said, baby, it is 8 o'clock. I mean, that is like my bedtime. Of course, she doesn't mind driving to go to Clear to pick it up, but I did because I wasn't going to be there in that time frame that I had to pick it up. I said, what do I do? And she said, well, you need to go home and you need to call the store and tell them what happened. I'm like, oh, great. So I get home, y'all, and I look at the app to find out the phone number to Calera, and now it says my order has been picked up.
Yeah.
This was at 7:48 when I got back home.
Oh,
I said, oh my gracious. So I picked up the phone, and I finally found the phone number to Calera. They wouldn't answer the phone. The phone rang, and it rang, and it rang.
That's because they was getting your big order ready and putting it in somebody's car.
Well, I had quite a big order. And so then I call my Walmart credit card because that's what I use because you get cash back. And I told them that I had an order that I didn't pick up that said I picked it up. And so basically I wanted them to put a freeze on the payment because I didn't want to pay for something I hadn't picked up. I had a problem in Selma one time when we lived there where somebody actually picked up my order.
Yeah.
And y'all, it was a rigmarole to get my money back. So finally, they told me that I needed to get in touch with the store, that they would put a hold on the money, but that didn't mean that Walmart wasn't saying that I picked up the order. So after an hour on the phone, it was almost 9 o'clock by this time. Jason's editing still. He doesn't realize my frantic. Mary Carl could care less. She's on FaceTiming one of her friends. And I'm like, how am I going to get my grocery money back? And how am I going to get my groceries? So finally, we got the money. We got it credited. Calera said that they just had to click it as picked up.
Yeah.
But to get it out of their system. I had to call 1-800 Walmart to get it straight. I ended up spending a couple of hours on the telephone and had to physically go in and reorder everything on my list.
Yeah, you wouldn't save it or copy it over or something.
No,
like
but
that,
it did not say
crazy
when I placed the order.
No.
But then when they told me that they had the problem, it was a mix up in their app, I thought to myself, you'd think they would be working on it and they would know what happened to me when I pulled up rather than waiting until, I don't know. I don't know. I know human error and I know things happen, but that was quite frustrating.
Yeah.
Quite frustrating. I ended up getting my groceries 2 days later.
Granddaddy, they have started on his house.
Yes.
And so they are making progress with that. And as soon as everything's good to go over there, we'll let you guys know. But there is construction going on Granddaddy's house.
Yes, that is a good thing.
Yes.
So hopefully they'll be in there soon. And as soon as we know what's going on as far as them, possibly move-in date, then we'll go over. We'll talk to them.
Right.
Let you guys hear from them that they're happy that their house is back livable.
So that was one of the things, and I didn't see that. I was writing questions down.
Somebody said that's why they don't do a pickup. Y'all, I wish I didn't have to do a pickup, but I don't have time to go in the grocery store and walk up and down aisles, and I just don't have time.
Really, the first time you really had a bad thing?
Yeah, I don't have any. I haven't had any bad experiences, but I guarantee you one thing: I checked that pickup place before I head to the pickup. This happened a couple of weeks ago. And I make sure that it's listed right.
Somebody said you should slide closer to me. It's the way these chairs are made.
Yeah, the end, they're touching right here. It's just if we swivel that way, it'll look like we're in each other's lap.
It's just the way the chairs are made.
All right, what else you got?
Oh man, I'm good there. Somebody said, but we may be getting a Publix. We don't know yet.
We've heard several things. Yeah. We've heard that we were getting an Aldi.
Yeah.
Which I've only ever been in that twice, 2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone I've ever been in, I've been thoroughly impressed.
Right.
Heard we were getting a Publix. And what else did we
Piggly
hear?
Wiggly.
We heard we were getting a Piggly Wiggly. So who knows?
Piggly Wiggly.
Who knows?
Growing up, we didn't go to Piggly Wiggly because it was on that side of town. But when I did go to Piggly Wiggly, I would go with one of my friends, Stan, because that's where he was close to there. And y'all, growing up as a kid and you going to Piggly Wiggly. Sometimes my grandparents, granddaddy and nanny, would go into Piggly Wiggly. What made Piggly Wiggly so great is their buggies.
Yeah, there was a lot of space on the bottom.
It was like this high up, and all the kids rode in the bottom of the buggy.
Yeah.
If you was a kid, you were in that Piggly Wiggly buggy.
Well, that's where we shopped because it was close to
I
us.
see it, ain't it?
Well,
How awesome were the buggies?
do you remember what I just told you the other day?
What's that?
Okay, so we shopped at Piggly Wiggly, and there was a big display.
Oh, that's right.
We had a Pepsi Cola bottling company at the time. Didn't they bottle them and sell them at the time?
And you told this story before.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to make it quick. So there was a big Pepsi display, and I'll talk real fast, too. And you had to guess how many were in the individual 12-pack soda boxes, how many 2 liters, how many individual, just a display. You guess how many's there, and you win them all. I was probably 10, maybe 10, 12. So every time we went shopping, I would write my name and my phone number and how many. And I won them all.
You won them all.
I won them all. I won Pepsi's for life. So I drank them all, I guess.
The Piggly Wiggly buggy couldn't have held that many groceries.
No, but I went to a Piggly Wiggly not too long ago, and I remember their big buggies being different.
Were they normal?
I don't know.
There was such a big gap between, how buggies are so deep. Piggly Wigglies wasn't deep. They were really shallow.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was made where you could put stuff on the bottom, I reckon.
Mm-hmm.
But kids, if you was a kid, you was in that bottom of that buggy because your head wouldn't hit the top.
That's right.
But the way it was made is that when you pulled up to the checkout, it all come off the buggy.
I don't remember that,
Jason.
Jason.
Yeah, it was the same height as the so you didn't have to pick up.
Catherine said they're normal buggies now.
Normal buggies now.
They were black, and that's what made me think they were different. The buggies were black, if I remember correctly, and they just looked like they had a fresh coat of paint on them.
The new ones?
Yeah. Maybe not in all Piggly Wigglies, but that's the way it was.
I wonder if all Piggly Wigglies were like that back in the day. They had that buggy.
I don't know.
Man, it was because I didn't get to go to Piggly Wiggly. We went to Winn-Dixie because it was on that side
That's
of town.
true.
So when I did get to go to Piggly Wiggly, ooh, that was a treat. That was a treat.
And that's where we always shopped. I never went to Winn-Dixie. I guess because it was on the other side of town.
Yeah, it was on the other side of town. Ain't that something?
And I kind of forget about Winn-Dixie here because it's kind of off the beaten path for me.
Yeah.
It's like I never turn left to go that way. And, you got to save more in the Walmart on the right side.
Somebody said their Piggly Wiggly still has those buggies. Oh my gracious. And tell you, if they build a Piggly Wiggly here and it has those buggies,
you go around
you
on the
pushing
bottom?
me around, I'm getting in the bottom of it.
Only if I can get out in the parking lot and push real hard and let you go. Will that be okay?
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work. I'm getting in the bottom of it.
Okay.
That makes me happy that some Piggly Wiggly out there still using those buggies.
Well, Piggly Wiggly, I think, does well with local farmers.
Yeah, they do. They do work with a lot of local farmers. And I'm sure that I'm guessing maybe only a handful of states have Piggly Wiggly grocery stores. I bet 90% of the people out there have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, you're probably right. I didn't think about that. I forgot we're not just in Alabama.
Yeah.
Piggly Wiggly. I can't see that.
Our Piggly Wiggly still has the buggies.
Huh.
Yep, they still got them. Good. Look how we call them buggies.
Yeah.
I know you from the South.
Grocery carts.
Call them buggies.
Yep.
Grab a buggy.
Yep. And at Aldi, you have to put a quarter in to get your buggy.
Yeah.
And you take your own bags.
Grocery cart. Somebody said take the video of Jason in the cart.
Well, we got to get the Piggly Wiggly first. And that was just a rumor, so you know how that goes. There's no telling what we're getting. We may not get any of them. But I think the lot may be cleared for the Aldi. I don't know.
We don't know.
I'm not building it, so I don't know.
They have a Lowe's grocery store. What?
They have Dollar General grocery stores, Dollar General Market.
I never heard of a Lowe's grocery store.
No, me either. Huh.
Wow, that is crazy. That reminds me when Super Walmarts came out.
Well, we kind of feel like our Walmart has a lot because a lot of people don't have that ice cream that Walmart,
that's true.
Walmart has in it.
Yeah.
So I feel like our Walmart here is a little bit bigger than the one we left in Selma.
You know, I never could figure out how Piggly Wiggly got away with of having Porky Pig as their. It looks like Porky Pig.
Do they still do that?
Yeah, yeah. It's the Porky Pig is the logo,
Huh.
but he's got a little hat on. It says, I think it says Piggly Wiggly.
It says "Meet me at the pig."
That's right.
Isn't that what it says on the back of the
Or at least
18
the
wheeler?
18-wheelers say that.
Yeah. Meet
Yeah.
me at the pig.
Meet me at the pig.
Hmm.
Somebody else said North Carolina they got Lowe's grocery store.
I know every time we go in a
Wow.
grocery store that's not our norm, we're like big country done come to town in our overalls.
We're like we're in New York City.
and we're walking around like, did you see those? Did you see that squash over there? It's beautiful.
Oh me, yeah.
I mean, we're just pitiful because we don't get out very much.
The Lowe's grocery store is not affiliated with Lowe's.
Okay. Huh.
But I guess they're having grocery stores. I guess it's kind of like having a Subway in
Yeah, in a gas station.
a gas station.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
I
what
got.
it's like.
I don't know. Well, we'll wait till Holly comes and then we'll sign off.
Here she comes.
Is she really? Because it's been an hour, and I gotta go cook hot wings and cut grass and cook lima beans, and what else did I need to do? I need to do some staining. Y'all, I'm running out of daylight to get all this stuff done.
Glad I ain't hit you in the head. with
I'm
that.
glad you didn't
That
either.
would have been bad because it'd have been on a live, and I couldn't edit that out.
Well,
Oh me.
so Holly says it's time to go.
And I gotta go edit.
You gotta edit.
Oh.
You gotta eat too.
I gotta eat too. Give me that,
So-
girl.
I hope y'all have not as much to do as I do and more hours in your day than I do. Because if you're in the out west, then you got a few hours of daylight left.
We still got a few hours. It's only getting dark at 7 now.
Jason, listen,
It's 5
my
o'clock,
list
though.
is this long and it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm never going to get done everything I need to get done.
Oh my gracious.
All right. So until next Tuesday, we plan on being here at 4.
Mm-hmm.
The good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. We'll see y'all then.
Y'all have a wonderful rest of today. Y'all be good.